Umawikaw mahukihong kwemulay Kisupuli ang coach Good much kidu Oh kaneta maukina ulay Oh kaneta mautina ulay
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Jada Paul singing "O Canada" in her official Mi'kmaq language. Thank you so much, Jada, for sharing your amazing talent with us. Can we have another round of applause for Jada? Good morning. My name is Fred Tilley, and I'm extremely proud to be here today as principal of NSCC Marconi Campus. As we begin today's ceremony, I would like to first acknowledge that we are on traditional Mi'kmaq territory, Jalasi. I would like to offer a warm welcome to graduates, family, friends, and special guests joining us here today, along with all of those tuning in through live stream from around the world. Thank you for being part of this special day as we celebrate the class of 2017. I would now like to introduce the platform guests. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced, and I'll start from my right. Glenn Turner, Academic Chair, School of Business, Applied Arts, IT and Creative Industries. Bruce Hubley, Academic Chair, School of Access. Bruce Clark, Academic Chair, Trades and Technology. Chief Leroy Denny. President Don Bureau. Marlene Usher, Board of Governors. Anna Burke, Vice President Academic. Catherine McLean, Vice President Campuses and Communities. Monica Foster, Vice President College Services and CFO. Greg Russell, Dean, School of Business. Peter McCarron, Manager, Admin Services. Carolyn Toomey, Academic Chair, School of Health and Human Services. Darren Desmond, Manager, Student Services. Jody McDonnell Scott, Assistant Registrar. Christine Arsenault, Director, Enrollment and Registrar. Lucy Canary, Dean, School of Trades and Technology. Marlene McClellan, Dean, School of Health and Human Services. Jill Provo, Dean, School of Access and Flexible Learning. And Ian McLeod, Dean of IT and Creative Industries. Each year, our campus welcomes new faces, all eager, many anxious, filled with infectious enthusiasm. By the time we see those same faces cross our stage at Convocation, we see that same enthusiasm, but the anxiousness is gone, and in its place, a newfound confidence. That makes this day extremely rewarding for myself and all of our staff. From our amazing faculty to our dedicated support staff, each has had a role to play in supporting your journey to graduation, and to them, I say a heartfelt thank you for everything that you do. I would like to ask all faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized for your amazing work. Thank you. At this point, I would like to recognize a retiring faculty member from NSCC in the School of Trades and Technology, Mr. Ken Ball. We wish Ken all the success and future in his retirement. I would also like to congratulate one of the stage members today who is finishing up the last convocation trail of her career with NSCC. Dean Marlene McClellan is retiring from NSCC at the end of June. Congratulations, Marlene. Ultimately, it is thanks to the inner strength each of you has found within yourselves to balance competing priorities, whether caring for family, holding down a job, lengthy travel time, or health challenges, and still manage to meet deadlines, stay on top of your workload, make it through the late night studying for tests, while handling all of those stresses involved. And now you can say, I did it. Our faculty, staff, and students make an amazing contribution to our community through the many service learning projects that we accomplish each year to enhance and improve our communities. But today, I would like to share with you a story of student work to improve the college experience of all Marconi students, and that is the birth of Marco the Moose. As many of you are aware, Marconi Campus participates annually in the student hockey tournament held in Halifax and always competes very hard. The name of the hockey team is the Marconi Moose. Our very talented Achieve student, John Miller, decided that our campus needed a mascot to create excitement and improve campus morale. John brought the idea to the Achieve staff members who helped him to make this project come to life. John, a very talented visual artist, hand-sketched and digitally produced the final drawing of Marco the Moose. As a matter of fact, the Student Association was so impressed with this initiative that they commissioned a company to produce a stuffed version of Marco the Moose, which every graduate received as a reminder of their time at Marconi Campus. John will be furthering his education at Marconi Campus in the fall in the Applied Media Communication Arts program, and we know that John has a very bright future in the arts. As our president, Don Bureau, has often said, we take the community and community college very seriously. The NSCC community is a special community, and while we always have our share of challenges along the way, by working as a supportive family, it makes successes we see at the end of each academic year that much more special. Congratulations to the class of 2017. You've accomplished so much and should be so proud. Please know that all of your college family here on stage and in the audience are so very thrilled to see you shine today. Again, we are so glad you have taken the time to support the graduates in person and online. In case any of your friends and family are not able to be here, the ceremony will be available to see at a later date once posted to NSCC's YouTube channel. Thank you. I would now like to invite Chief Leroy Denny to come forward and bring greetings.
Medevolotia, Ulisipuk, was it Udloidana, and the old Dasuk and Desiega, Uno, we will Tijiga, Unamagi, Amsterdam Migi. And the old Dasuk Tiega, Giscutana, graduate of the NSCC. What Dasuk Tiegana, MC Giga, what Dasuk Tijik. I count them in an Amsterdam, Samak, Unamagi, the old Dasuk Tiega. Emudio Giscute, Miss Mowing again. And a Syria Yoctana, Luguan Edek, Nige. I just want to say good morning to all, and thank you for the invite here for the NSCC to witness the graduation class of 2017, especially the people from Unama'ki, Cape Breton, in my community of Eskazoni, and many other communities that are here, all the way from Ilsibuktu. And I just want to say congratulations, and we are very proud of their graduation class, and on behalf of my council and the people of Eskazoni. Well,
good morning, everyone. As Fred mentioned, my name is Don Bureau. I'm the president of NSCC, and I have the absolute privilege on behalf of the college's 2,000 employees to be standing on this stage this morning bringing words to the graduating class of 2017. And graduates, we are here this morning for one reason and one reason only, and that's to celebrate your success in reaching a very significant milestone in your lives. And in a minute, I'll have the honor of presenting to you your certificate or your diploma. But before I do, I want to share a few words with you on the importance of learning being a lifetime endeavor, and my hope that your commitment to learning will extend well beyond today. One of the people who best embodies this concept of lifelong learning that I've had the honor of meeting was a recipient of an NSCC honorary diploma just a couple of years ago. And that individual was Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield. You see, when Colonel Hatfield was on the International Space Station, he worked with NSCC students and employees and staff in the area of geomatic research. And as a way to recognize his many contributions to our learning environment, we presented him with an honorary diploma. And prior to the ceremony, I had the pleasure of speaking with Colonel Hatfield, and during which time he shared with me his views on education and the power of continuous learning as a way to live a life full of career success and personal happiness. And when I was speaking with him, I asked him what one message would he like to share with future graduating classes. And he said, and I quote, "My advice would be, whether they are working for a large business, running a small enterprise, volunteering in their community, or circling the earth as an astronaut, the rapid pace of change faced by society today requires us all to learn how to continuously learn." And he added that we all have a duty. In fact, he called it a civic responsibility to always expect the unexpected and to prepare yourself for such a situation, because you never know when you'll be called upon to solve a problem at work, to pursue an entrepreneurial opportunity, or to simply provide a helping hand to someone in need, or in essence, to pay a kind gesture forward. And this notion of always having a duty to learn, to always need to sharpen one's axe, stuck with me. And as I was planning my words to you, the graduates of 2017, a couple of events in my personal life came to mind that really spoke to Colonel Hatfield's advice. And the first was when I was 18 years old. I was in a very, very serious single car accident near our family cottage in Amherst. And the first person on the scene was a very kind lady who was a retired registered nurse. And through her commitment to lifelong learning, she became a trainer for the Canadian Red Cross First Aid Program. And if it had not been for her commitment to lifelong learning and her willingness to help me that day, I could have very easily died. She immediately began to administer first aid. She stopped my bleeding, and she even traveled with me in the ambulance to the hospital, providing me with great care and comfort. And when she was about to leave me in the emergency room, I asked her what I could possibly do to repay her kindness. And she said, "Someday, take a first aid course, because you'll never know when you're going to need it, probably when you least expect it." Well, I never forgot her advice and her call to action. And exactly 20 years ago in 1997, while I was working at a different post-secondary institution here in the province of Nova Scotia, I won't name that institution, but I'll just say it's in Wolfville. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I won't name the institution. But one day at work, I saw on a bulletin board an advertisement for a first aid course. And while my job did not require me to be a first responder, I said to myself it was time for me to repay that amazing lady who saved my life by honoring her request. So I signed up and I took the course. And over many weeks, I attended many modules, and I was very impressed with the range and the depth of topics. But I have to tell you, I wondered throughout the course, would I ever have to use these newly acquired skills? Well, I didn't have to wonder for long, because you see, about 2 weeks after I completed the first aid course, I was asked by a colleague of mine who was teaching an off-site distance education course in Digby if I could fill in for him one morning because he was going to be away. I said absolutely. He told me the class had exactly 10 students in it. They were very eager, they were very committed. There was always 100% attendance, and they were very, very interested in learning about entrepreneurship, a topic for which I had great passion. Well, that morning I drove from Wolfville down to Digby, and when I arrived at the class, there were only 9 students. And I asked where the other student was, and I was informed that one of the students, Sarah, was expecting a child, and that morning she had gone into premature labor and she wouldn't be to class. So I gave my seminar, and while I was driving from Digby back to Wolfville, on the 101 highway, I could see in the distance ahead of me on the side of the highway a car pulled over, the 4-way flashers flashing, and a lady frantically trying to wave down traffic. So I got closer and I pulled over and I rolled down my window, and I could hear someone screaming from the back seat of the broken down car. I asked the lady if I could provide assistance. And she said, "Oh my goodness," she said, "thank goodness you stopped. Our car is broken down, we're on our way to the hospital, my daughter is in premature labor and she's in the back seat having a baby." So me, thinking I was Superman with this brand new first aid course, I immediately leapt into action. I jumped out of the car, I ran around, I opened up the back door of that broken down car, and folks, there was indeed a young woman about to have a baby. Well, I looked her right in the eye and I said, "Your name wouldn't be Sarah, would it?" And with the most puzzled look in her eye, she said to me, "How in the heck do you know my name?" And I said, "Well, Sarah, you missed one great seminar this morning." I told her who I was, and she almost had a tear in her eye, and she said, "I'm so sorry, Don, I missed the seminar. I really wanted to go. Can I get a copy of the class notes?" So I said, "Well, we'll worry about that at a different time." After a few moments, things calmed down a little bit. Excuse me, and we were able to get her into my car, and off we went to the nearest hospital about 45 minutes away. And as we were speeding down the highway, I said to her mother, I said, "On the back seat floor is a first aid textbook. Crack it open to chapter number 8, childbirthing, and remind me what I should be doing, please." Which she did, because about every 10 minutes we had to pull over because Sarah was sure the baby was about to arrive. So I'd pull the car over, I'd jump out, I'd run around expecting the baby, false alarm, I'd run around, get behind the wheel again, and start going down the highway. Well, the great news is we made it to the hospital with minutes to spare, and she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl a couple minutes after arriving in the emergency room. And as I was about to leave Sarah that morning, she asked me the same question that I had asked that nurse so many years ago. Sarah said, "Don, what can I ever do to repay you for your care and your kindness?" And I answered her the same way. I said, "Sarah, someday take a first aid course, because you may need to use those skills when you least expect it." She promised me she would do just that, and with one final hug, I continued my journey back to my office that afternoon. So graduates, as we come together this morning to celebrate one major stage of your learning, my request of you is simple. First, take a first aid course, because you never know when you're going to need it. And secondly, please let your time at NSCC be just one of many learning journeys that you undertake during your lives. Because as Chris Hadfield said, lifelong learning is one of the most important of our civic duties, because we all have the responsibility to be prepared for the unexpected, and we should always, always, always be in a position to pay forward the amazing gestures of kindness that we've received during our lives. And graduates, when I think about the word kindness, whether they are family, friends, or amazing folks who work at the Marconi campus, There are people in your lives joining us this morning who've shown you great kindness while you've studied at NSCC. So the graduating class, you actually have one last assignment to do before you officially complete your program. And that last assignment is this. Think for a moment of that person or persons who are joining us this morning who've shown you great kindness during your studies. And I've asked you to think of that person or persons because we have a tradition at NSCC, a tradition where I ask the graduating class to stand up as your last assignment and give a wave to somebody in the audience as a way to say thank you for their kindness. So graduates, please stand, find somebody in the audience, and give them a wave. So graduates, thank you for doing that. You all received an A+ on your final assignment, and I can now say congratulations, you've officially completed your programs. Well done. And before I conclude, there's one other important group of individuals joining us this morning that I want to take a moment to recognize. Because you see, for decades, our alumni have been driven by a passion to find creative and entrepreneurial ways to give back to their communities with their lifelong learning when faced with the unexpected. So I want to acknowledge our alumni who are joining us this morning. If you are a past graduate of NSCC or any of our predecessor institutions or schools, or are a graduate of CCEDP, would you please now stand to be recognized? Thank you. So in conclusion, and on behalf of the entire college, it gives me great pleasure to say again, congratulations. And graduates, again, I want you to promise me one thing. After walking across this stage this morning, I would ask that you please commit to a life that's full of learning, to always be ready for the unexpected, and to always be willing to pay forward the many gifts and abilities that you now have. Thank you for choosing NSCC. And then a phrase, you rock. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Bruce Clark, Academic Chair for the School of Trades and Technology. At this time, I would like to recognize Chief Terry Paul from Member 2, who just arrived at the Matorium. Welcome, Chief. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Trades and Technology. Before I introduce the first graduate, however, it is our custom to invite faculty members who have taught our grads to join us to congratulate them as each program group is presented. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate of Accomplishment in Occupational Health and Safety. Tessa Dix. Jillian Keogh. Dana Pichuk, honors. Alan Taylor. For the information of the audience, those students whose names appear in the program but who are unable to be with us today are automatically admitted to their respective certificates or diplomas. Mr. President, the graduates in occupational health and safety. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate of Automotive Service and Repair. Christopher Britton. Evan Bulger, honors. Matthew Isnor, honors. Jonathan Lute. Joshua McDonald. Russell McDonald, honors. Andrew McLeod, honors. Brett Petrie. Mr. President, the graduates in automotive service and repair. Mr. President, the candidates for the certificate in electrical construction and industrial. Taylor Burke. Logan Clements. Cheryl Dushman, honors. Keith Foster Cook. Alexander Fraser. Doug Gray, honors. Courtney Jewer. Riley McDonald. Kevin McLean. Liam McPherson. Michaela McPherson. Tanner Pickup. Bailey Stone. Daryl Young. Mr. President, the graduates in industrial construction and industrial. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in carpentry. Edward Bond. Brandon Brejois. Invited guests, it is a tradition in the Nova Scotia Community College that when a faculty or staff person has a family member graduating, we offer them the opportunity to participate in the ceremony and present the credential. Vince Carrican joins us now to present his son with the diploma in carpentry. Mackenzie Carrican. Kevin Christmas. Kevin Christmas. Alicia Guy, honors. Jesse Lively, honors. Brady Lush. Nicholas McDonald. Evan McPherson. Ian McQueen. Matthew May. Robert McKinnon. Norman Morin. Grace Sampson. Brandon Target. Mackenzie Warren. Mr. President, the graduates in carpentry. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in industrial instrumentation. Jacob Beaton, honors. Alexander Campbell. Daniel Collins, honors. Connor Freemanis. Ready to go, Mylan? Mylan Gardner. Kendra Gillum. Mitchell Glogotsky. Johnny Hart. Rachel Hinckley. Arthur Landry. Sherry LeBlanc, honors. Kaylin McDonald. Shay McDonald. Joshua Martin. Jesse Mitchell. Beth Murphy. Riley Parker. Brett Quinn, honors. Aiden Sampson. Wayne Sampson, honors. Jay Strum. Daniel Walters, honors. We now invite Sean Perry to the stage to receive the Diploma in Industrial Instrumentation posthumously on behalf of his son, Craig Perry. Mr. President, the graduates in industrial instrumentation.
Hello, my name is Glenn Turner, and I'm the Academic Chair for the School of IT and Creative Industries. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for the credentials in the School of IT and Creative Industries. Mr. President, the candidate for the Diploma in Information Technology Database. David Postlewaite. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Information Technology Systems Management Networking. Spencer Dawson. Nicholas Tobin. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Information Technology Web Development. Nathan Cloak. Cody Duffney. Matthew McDonald. Anthony McLean. Marshall Radzawilko. Mr. President, the graduates in information technology.
Good morning. My name is Carolyn Toomey, and I'm the academic chair in the School of Health and Human Services. I'll try that again. My name is Carolyn Toomey, and I'm the academic chair for the School of Health and Human Services. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Health and Human Services. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Continuing Care. Katie Beaton. That's Katie Beaton. Benvey? Shayna Benvey. Jeremy Bray. Brittany Butler, honors. Brianna Cameron. Bonnie Carey. Jacqueline Clark, honors. Darlene Clark, honors. Lisa Cox. Courtney Dares, honors. Betty Lynn Deering. Brittany DeVoe, honors. Blair Francis, honors. And her twin, Brooke Francis. Amy Frazier. Julius Garcia. Donna Giroux. Kimberly Hoig. Jenny Hubbard, honors. Alan Keeping. Carrie Ann Costner, honors. Sarah McKay. Alyssa McLean. Kara McLean. Lindsay Mailman. Courtney McNeil, honors. Jessica Nicholas, honors. Oriel Paul. You related?
She's married. She's related to my husband.
Mary Paul. Emma Simpson, honors. Denise Sonmor, honors. Courtney Steele, honors. April Whitty, honors. Mary Hannah Young. Mr. President, the graduates in continuing care. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in cosmetology. Jillian Penny, honors. Kristen Somerton, honors. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in cosmetology. Mr. President, the candidates for the diploma in early childhood education. Caitlin Augustine. Cara Debison. Krista Fortune joins us now to present her sister-in-law with the diploma in early childhood education. Mary Jo Fortune. Samantha Frazier. Kelsey Hopkins. Alicia McGilvery. Julianne McKinnon. Isabella Ray McMillan, honors. Katie Munden, honors. Mary Paulette. Tessa Seward, honors. Mr. President, the graduates in early childhood education. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Therapeutic Recreation. Kelsey Anderson. Noelle Baldwin joins us now to present her daughter with the Diploma in Therapeutic Recreation. Chloe Baldwin. Bria Bishop, honors. Adele Boudreau, honors. Mackenzie Corkum. Tamara DeCoste, honors. Hannah Delory. Michelle Doubleday, accompanied by her son James, honors. Isaiah?
Hey.
Isaiah.
Oh, yeah, just wait till your name's called.
So excited.
Isaiah Faulkner.
That was my biggest fear.
No, it's
you have
okay.
to go. Allison Gordon, honors. Jacob Graves. Mandy Hines, honors. Brooke Larad. Christopher Ledbeater. Kyla Lewis. Chloe McKinnon. Kelsey Matthews. Brittany McDougall. Serena Meany. Nikayla Ann Rosnock, honors. Tyler Seward. Aaron Squarey. Leanne Van Vilstren, honors. Clara Wood. Mr. President, the graduates in therapeutic recreation.
My name is Glenn Turner, and I'm the academic chair for the School of Business. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Business. Mr. President, the candidates for the certificate in cooking. Kellen Durrell. John Kennedy. Garrett Royal. Mr. President, the graduates in cooking. Mr. President, the candidates for the certificate in medical office administration. Lori Basker with honors. Alyssa Briand. Emma Byrne. Cheyenne Chant. Karen Clark with honors. Kelsey Darrow. Jessica Ellsworth with honors. Caitlin Gillis. Jessica Higdon with honors.
Lettuce, like the vegetable. Yeah.
Chrissy Lettuce. Cheryl Ann Lewis with honors. Heather Martell. Candace McMullen, accompanied by her daughter Mackenzie.
Shearing, yeah. Her name's Rylan. Rylan? Yeah, my daughter.
Samantha Shearing, accompanied by her daughter, Rylan. Michelle Tulkins with honors. Kelsey Walsh. Jennifer Woodsworth with honors. Mr. President, the graduates in Medical Office Administration. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate in Office Administration. Michaela Debison. Alexandra Florian with honors. Jillian McKay. Jim Swain joins us now to present his aunt with the Certificate in Office Administration, Laurentia McPherson with honors. Carrie McNeil with honors. Justine Paul. Sydney Pitchuk. Sadie Williams with honors. Mr. President, the graduates in office administration. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Business Administration. Alexander Brewer. Jessica Curry. Jonathan Jenkins. Jordan Moss. Arnell Paul. Keegan Poirier. Amy Rogers. Haley Walsh. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Business Administration Accounting. Samantha Dawson with honors. William Gardner. Derek Keeping. Jordan Kendall. Donald McCrory. Angie Sakalauskas. Natasha Sinclair. Mr. President, the candidate for the Diploma in Business Administration Management, Murray Matcham with honors. Mr. President, the graduates in business administration. Mr. President, the candidates for the Diploma in Culinary Arts Cooperative Education. Scott Anderson. Kimberly Collier. John Crummer with honors. Noel Isidore. Kelsey Kennedy. Jonathan Kimbley. Jason Ledoux. Matthew Levy with honors. Vanessa McDonald. Courtney Marshall, accompanied by her son, Derek. Mr. President, the graduates in culinary arts.
My name is Bruce Hubley. I'm the Academic Chair for the School of Access. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all the requirements for credentials in the School of Access. Mr. President, the candidates for the Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults. John Arsenault with honors. Marcel Bourgeois. Sarah Boutelier. Alicia Curry with honors. Michelle Daw. Ashley Edwards with honors. Blair Friesen with honors. John Grant with honors. Megan Herney. Alan. Alan Jules with honors. Brandon Jolly with his daughter Zoe. Zach MacArthur. Darrow McDonald with honors. Heather McLean with honors. Logan McLeod. Valerie McLeod. Diane Marchand. Deanna Moore. Kelly Noland. Jonathan Walters with honors. Mr. President, the graduates in the Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults. Mr. President, the candidates for the Certificate of Accomplishment in Achieve. Gary Colson. Resne Dennis. Jenna Francis. Matthew Guthrow. Ryan McDonald. Dalton Miller. John Miller. Taylor Phillips. Michael Roberts. Parker Ross. Mr. President, the graduates in the Certificate of Accomplishment in Achieve. Mr. President and invited guests, I present to you the 2017 graduating class of Marconi Campus, Nova Scotia Community College.
Good morning. I'm Darren Desmond, Manager of Student Services at Marconi Campus. This brings us to the presentation of major awards. Last week, Marconi Campus celebrated numerous and varied successes experienced by students throughout the past year. During our Student Success Celebration, 40 students received a Certificate of Excellence Awards, 4 students received Student Life Awards, 82 students received Memorial, Sponsored, and Industry Awards. Students were recognized for the Student Leader Award, the Diversity Award, the Portfolio Award, Women's Unlimited Certificate of Merit, Credit Union Awards, Marconi Staff Fund Bursary Awards, Achieve Certificates, Entrance Awards, and NSCC Foundation Awards. If you received an award at our award ceremony, would you please stand as you are able for a round of applause? During this morning's convocation ceremony, we will be presenting 2 of our 5 major awards. This afternoon, we will be presenting the remaining 3 awards. The Board of Governors Award. We now ask Marlene Usher, Board of Governor member, to please come to the front of this stage to present the Board of Governors Award. This award is to a graduating student of a college diploma program who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and has contributed to the campus and/or community activities. The recipient is Alicia Guy, Carpentry Program. The Foundation Award. We now welcome Catherine McLean, Vice President of Campuses and Communities, to the front of the stage to present the Foundation Award. This is awarded to a graduating student of a college program who has demonstrated outstanding achievement and whose service and leadership has made a difference to the lives of others. The recipient is Katie Munden, Early Childhood Development Program. Mr. President and invited guests, I present you the 2017 award winners of the Marconi Campus, Nova Scotia Community College. It is now my distinct honor of introducing this year's Valedictorian. Denise Sonmor was nominated this year as a Marconi Valedictorian and was chosen to represent the class of 2017. Denise is a graduating student from the Continuing Care Program. Please welcome Denise.
Good morning, fellow graduates, family, friends, faculty, staff, and honored stage guests, along with those who are able to watch today online. I am truly honored to be able to be the voice of the Nova Scotia Community College graduating class of 2017 Marconi Campus. It is hard to believe that we have arrived at this point in our school year. Walking in on that first day in September for me was incredibly overwhelming, as it had been 26 years since I graduated from high school. 26 years is likely older than many here at the campus. I doubted my abilities, whether I could still learn, and in fact, I kept my enrollment secret from many of my friends as I was afraid of failure or having to admit that I just couldn't do it. Quickly, though, it became evident that regardless of our age or our situation in life, most of us were feeling the same way. We were all fellow students with the same worries and concerns. Age was irrelevant. Now we proudly can say that we are fellow graduates. Isn't it a great feeling to have persevered and to have thrived in the process? As many of you can relate, each day started early, and for me, it involved packing up my little suitcase with wheels and zipping off to class. Bags and books in hand, we found out how much we truly needed to learn. Not just to learn a new field of study or a particular subject, but to learn about ourselves through the process. Personally, I needed to learn and appreciate that I actually had something to contribute in life, and that education would be the key in reawakening this awareness. Regardless of who we are or where we've come from, we will graduate being a different person than we were when we first walked in these doors. We are more educated, more accepting, and more aware of self. NSCC has taught us about the important role we can play in the community, not just as graduates entering the workforce, but we can give back by helping others. Through our service learning projects, we explored the various facets within the community where volunteering made a significant and a positive impact in the lives of many families. Our personal growth is not measurable necessarily in grades alone or in honor rolls. It is measurable in our hearts, our attitudes, and our goals that we set to achieve. When we can take a step back and see a shift in our thinking that no longer just involves ourselves, then we have succeeded. Our portfolios gave us a visual affirmation of our current and our past accomplishments. They allowed us to reflect on areas to improve by setting goals and establishing a work philosophy which we can use as our own personal measuring line, our measurement of personal growth. Isn't it ironic that personal growth does not involve just ourselves? Rather, it involves the impact our contribution will have on another's life, even if it is only for a short time. This is true personal growth and satisfaction like no other. We came to NSCC for different reasons. Maybe we're fresh out of high school and we're wanting to spread our wings of independence, seeking a new career. Maybe we're returning to upgrade or bridge to a different career. Or maybe we're trying to find our path and ultimately find our place in society to make a difference. Whatever our reasons to come to NSCC, let us never cease in finding opportunities to continue to grow and become more than we are at this moment. We need to continue to open our hearts and our minds to learn from others and to learn from ourselves in the process. Nothing truly worth having comes without effort on our part. I recently heard a motivational speech by a gentleman named Jay Shetty, who said that to truly embrace life does not mean being afraid of making mistakes. Being successful comes from learning from our mistakes. To hold back in life because of fear of failure will rob us and others of learning and growth. Rather than using our energy to overthink a dream, we should use our energy to accomplish that dream. Education can mean different things to different people. It is defined as the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, or it can be considered an enlightening experience. It is also defined as preparing oneself for others intellectually for mature life. These definitions are all recognized as being fact, but what is truly important is what we do with that education, how we let it mold us as unique individuals. If we take from what we have learned and we combine it with who we are personally, we will have something to offer others that not one other soul can give. The education we have received becomes personal, and it is part of this journey called life. Use the gifts that we all have. We all have them. Whether it's our matchless energy, if it's our organizational ability, or our passion to help others, or if we have the sincerest of heart, explore that gift and use it. And we will thus strive to be the best version of ourselves in our everyday life, and in our future. So as we conclude this year, may we all come away a little bit stronger, a bit more focused, and ready to make a difference in what we have to offer in life. Thank you to all the amazing faculty, the office and administration staff, the cafeteria and its wonderful meals, maintenance, and cleaning. A sincere thank you to our amazing library staff for their patience while helping us with technical difficulties and our APA formatting. You all made this day possible by your daily contributions. To our amazing families who loved us, even during our cranky nights with homework. Thank you for your support. We could not have achieved these heights without you. To our friends, whether old or new, you have kept us going. You gave us that push that we needed just to be here today. Our souls will never be the same without having met our classmates and our peers. Congratulations to you all.
Denise, today your message was a reflection not of just your journey, but the journey of all of ours. You touched on returning to school after a 26-year absence and reminded us that we are all lifelong learners. Personal growth not only positively impacts the individual, but impacts those around us. Denise, please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation for your voice this morning, and perhaps see it as a symbol of your accomplishments.
Wow, what an amazing morning. Congratulations, graduates, once again. Graduates, after receiving your credential on stage today, you were presented with an NSCC alumni pin. We hope that from this moment forward, you will wear it proudly, because today, when you shed your gown, your connection to NSCC does not end. Yesterday, you were students. Today, you are graduates. And forever, you are Nova Scotia Community College alumni. Congratulations. This brings us to the end of today's convocation proceedings. We invite you all to join us downstairs on the first floor of the Convention Center for a reception immediately following the ceremony. I would ask that the audience wait until the stage and guests and graduates exit the auditorium. Finally, I would like to extend a special thank you to the faculty and staff and everybody who came together to make this excellent, stupendous, awesome event happen for our graduates who are so deserving. Congratulations, best of luck in the future, and take care.